G'day battlers, and today we're doing some Toxic Cup battles up against 6-7 Kevin and NotRandyN3wman later in the video. Now we're in a pretty interesting matchup in the lead here with Trash Wormadam up against Galvantula. Now Galvantula is definitely a really interesting pick. It's mainly there to be the anti-water type. I know Battle Heroes definitely included him on his meta simplified guide, so I'll actually link to the anti-water one in the description below if it's around. Trash Wormadam does actually win out barely in this matchup. Have to throw Iron Head twice, gonna survive with like 12 HP left with default stats on the Wormadam. So have to throw that Iron Head. If I had a good Wormadam, I think he would actually survive another Volt Switch, or maybe another Volt Switch could have come through, not too sure, but PvPoke says that basically another Volt Switch should be able to come through and then you'll throw the Iron Head, take it out. But anyway, the opposing Wormadam comes in, finishes us off with a single Confusion. So now we bring in the B Barrel. Still pretty sure that's how you say it, but we're gonna try. So end up taking an Iron Head, hoping that it wasn't a Bug Buzz, and it wasn't. Now we tried to switch out there, and basically we just got totally steamrolled by the fact that we wasted heaps of energy and we weren't able to switch. So if we knew that we weren't going to be able to successfully switch, then obviously it would have been great to have thrown either the Surf or the Hyper Fang. We could have either burnt the shield or chunked a nice chunk of damage off of the Toxicroak, but as is, we're done. Yeah, just nothing we can do because of that little mishap. So either way, it would have been nice. We definitely could have saved this match if we were able to burn that shield or something. Like we might have, Toxicroak might have been lower health. Might have been able to get an Earthquake onto the Wormadam. But anyway, we have the matchup we do not want to see, with B-Barrel having to get straight out of here. We also have Golbat though, and Golbat is not going to want to see the electric damage either. So basically Wormadam is our only out. So we're like, well, if we switch, then we're going to be stuck. He's going to switch out, and then Galvantula will be have a field day taking on both B-Barrel and Golbat. So like, alright, well, we're not taking too much damage from the Volt Switch, so we decided to throw the Surf from the B-Barrel to kind of either chunk it down or take a shield. So then we switch into a Trash Wormadam, and he's actually staying in here, so I'm not, I mean, maybe he has two things in the back that are weak to Trash Wormadam. Actually brings in Trash Wormadam of his own, so I think it might have been better off to have switched into Wormadam for the mirror match and kept his Galvantula alive a little longer. Obviously he didn't know how strong Galvantula was against this team, but you know, yeah, definitely hindsight wise that would have been the better move to make. Now luckily we won the CMP tie there because it meant we got that Iron Head off to chunk down some more damage, and he burns his energy taking us out. So we bring back in the B-Barrel, and he switches out into Toxicroak. So we kind of just instant switch there, going, we want to keep B-Barrel in this matchup. And it turns out we're in a pretty good spot here with Golbat coming against Toxicroak. We don't need a shield. It is a Sludge Bomb, which isn't going to do tons of damage either way. Now we did end up going for the Poison Fang just because we were a little bit afraid of taking another Sludge Bomb. We didn't want to have to burn the shield, but able to take out the Toxicroak there. And in comes the Trash Wormadam, so just going to go for the Poison Fang, hoping to burn that last shield. Because we were pretty close to the Shadow Ball, so if he was just like one off on his counts, if he was counting. But yeah, burns the shield, takes out the Golbat, in comes B-Barrel. We've still got a shield, so we're going to be able to shield up this Iron Head. And hope to, actually we should be able to get a Surf off. Yeah, we probably could have Water Gunned down also, but no reason to risk it for that extra like one quick move. So yeah, take down the Wormadam, and that is GG's. So 1-1, and we actually got the Win 3 Great League thing there. I was in that up to that stage of the Team Rocket quest. Now we have a very good lead matchup here with Toxicroak up against Munchlax. Obviously normal typing, going to be taking plenty of damage from counter, and he's actually deciding to stay in, which at the time I was kind of like, what's going on here? Have you got something like weak in the back? Body Slam actually does a fair amount of damage, so we end up switching into Licky Licky to try and like just eat up some of this other energy. We're kind of thinking that if you haven't switched out yet, then your whole team might be weak to Toxicroak, so we might just keep that one in the back. Ends up switching into Toxicroak himself, so we're going to go for the Body Slam here, because as we actually saw in that previous matchup with Munchlax vs Toxicroak, Body Slam does a nice little chunk of damage. And I think we're actually going to, yeah, we shield up here so that we can get another Body Slam off onto the Toxicroak. Definitely either going to put some pressure on it, to say the least. Kind of expecting to not shield, does shield, so actually either way would probably be good, because either you get the shield advantage or the switch advantage, as I say many a time. So we bring back in the Toxicroak, throw the Mud Bomb straight away, because again, apply that pressure, and he does let it go down this time. So then Munchlax actually comes back in, so it is good in the back, really must be weak to that Toxicroak, or maybe just wanted to farm up some energy on the Munchlax. We actually have Steelix in the back, so we would be scared of like a Bulldoze, but just goes to the Body Slam, which is going to be resisted. And in comes Galvantula in the back, so yeah, definitely Toxicroak would handle Galvantula pretty well. We end up going for the Earthquake, hoping that he thinks it's a Crunch shield bait, but he does shield up successfully, which is not what we wanted to see at all. Definitely puts us in a rough little situation here. Decide to eat the Bug Buzz, which is resisted. I'm not actually sure what the best move from Galvantula would be towards the Steelix. We end up shielding now because we need to. We can't really take another charge move. Shield up the Discharge, and then we've charged up a little bit of energy, throwing the Crunch, because Crunch should finish it off at this range, and it does. And then we just have to take out that little bit of health on the Munchlax. A little bit worried that we were going to get hit with another Body Slam, but luckily we were able to take it out there and get our second win in the Rocket Quest. So GG's 6-7 Kevin, and moving on to one of my patrons, NotRandyN3wman. So thank you for supporting the channel, as I will say again at the end of the video. Now we have Toxicroak up against B-Barrel, so definitely a good matchup here. Instant switch out into Toxicroak of his own, so we should have stayed in there. I think would have been the actually, I can see it both ways, because on the one hand, if he stayed in, I've obviously got the energy advantage. He's going to have to burn even shields or whatever. I'll pretty much be able to win it out. But switching to Wigglytuff, it means that I've actually started to burn the shield, but it keeps the Toxicroak in the back for the B-Barrel. And we've got Wigglytuff fairly low in health here, so even if B-Barrel comes back in, farms up some energy, which it is doing, we're going to be able to hopefully apply some pressure with this Play Rough. So we'll see if he does let that go through. Obviously, if he let it go through, which he doesn't, then B-Barrel would be a little bit weaker. Toxicroak would have less to farm, but now B-Barrel has some energy on him, so he would be able to throw energy at the Toxicroak, which we would have the shield. So we just go, hey, we'll bring in the B-Barrel. He's probably going to throw the Hyper Fang. We're just going to take it, and he does throw that Hyper Fang. We're like, hey, doesn't really matter. We've got Toxicroak in the back. And actually switches out into Hippowdon, and we kind of like panic switch out into Toxicroak, which I don't think was a brilliant play. Probably should have stayed in with B-Barrel. I think, yeah, probably just should have stayed in, but end up landing that Mud Bomb, tanking a Body Slam because we know we can, hoping to get another Mud Bomb off, which we are just able to do. Pretty clutch there. We'll see what happens here. Does take out the Hippowdon, and then gets like one counter onto the B-Barrel, if that. So now we're actually in another good situation, because we have the energy advantage on our B-Barrel. So we need to throw the Surf to burn the shield, and then hope, just hope, we can get to another Surf. And it looks like we are able to do that just. So we also still had a shield, so there was no reason for him to throw the charge moves. But yeah, as I said, we had the energy advantage, so it was basically whether we could throw 2 charge moves or not, and we survived with a Sliver, finish off that Team Rocket quest, so can move on to that next stage there. Now, Golbat up against B-Barrel, not a good matchup for us, so kind of looking to kind of get out of this situation if we can, but we don't have we've got basically got 2 things that are not good in this matchup, kinda, but you might have seen the mistake that I've already made, and that was I clicked on the Shadow Ball. Total brain fart moment. I was kind of like just thinking we're taking lots of damage from the water gun. Let's go for the big nuke move and hope that he doesn't shield. But no, Poison Fang actually does more damage up against B-Barrel because of B-Barrel's normal typing. Total oopsie on my part. Should have just gone straight Poison Fangs. Whoopsie doopsie. Now we bring in the Haunter, hoping that a charge move was not ready and we could take out with Stab Shadow Claws, but unfortunately no such luck. Have to burn a shield and then take out the B-Barrel. And we still have 2 Pokemon with 2 shields to take out, so we are not looking nice in this situation. In comes the Gligar, so Shadow Ball would actually do a fair amount of damage if it went through, but I'm not really sure why he would let it go through with 2 shields still hold. Yeah, so it burns 1 shield, and then we went to switch out into Hippowdon to maybe like eat a Night Slash, but no such luck, so just go, well, Haunter is not going to be able to get to another Shadow Ball in time, so just let it go down, hope that Hippowdon can somehow secure this matchup, somehow like burn all the shields with Body Slams, and then land an Earth Power onto the super weak to Earth Pokemon in the back, weak to ground I should say, but yeah, not looking good, so throwing the Body Slam, I actually think Hippo Down isn't as good now as it was like a week ago, because originally when the meta was first released, all the hype was around the bug steel type, so like Fortress, Sizzle, Trash Wormadam. Trash Wormadam's the only one who's kind of still around so much, but back then Hippo Down was an absolute beast just because he had access to fire damage. Now I'm not actually seeing that much that he's good against, but anywho, we go into another battle with Wigglytuff in the lead, taking on this Gligar, and you should be pretty familiar with this matchup from the just gone by Rose Cup, if you were around for that, if you were playing that. Now, he's charged up a lot of energy, so I'm kind of thinking that he's just going to go for the Night/Bait, and that's exactly what he does, which is definitely fantastic because we do resist that. This is probably just another Night Slash. I don't think he's got enough energy for that dig. Yeah, just another Night Slash, so kind of chipping us down, which it is chipping us down, and does get the boost, which isn't all we wanted to see, but we're still kind of in a good situation here. Have to burn a shield now because we weren't sure how much damage the boosted Night Slash was going to do, and then just charm down the Gligar. We're going to be able to throw a charge move onto the next Pokemon. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for the Play Rough. In cuts Toxstroke, and we like, counter damage, just throw, and we do go for the Play Rough. It gets shielded though here, so it doesn't really matter either way. Now, we've got two options. Toxstroke would have the energy disadvantage, but we're like, well, we might try and stay in and then switch out into Linoone to catch the charge move. We're like, we have to burn the shield, so we shield up this Mud Bomb, then we're going to throw a Mud Bomb of our own, hoping to burn that last shield on his side, or I mean better yet taking him out, but I'm not expecting that to happen. Yeah, burns the shield, and then we switch out into Linoone. Mud Bomb isn't going to do much, Counter is what's really doing the damage in this matchup, so we can tank a Mud Bomb. Actually goes for the Sludge Bomb, but we can tank that too. We were hoping to Shadow Claw down, but then we realised we weren't going to be able to do it, so we clicked on the Grass Knot to finish off the Toxstroke, but he actually switches into B-Barrel just as we're hitting the Grass Knot, so basically that was the perfect situation, and it's kind of like just luckily given us the win here, so basically just pure luck, the timing of that. So GG's NotRandyN3wman, and thank you both for the battles, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, especially that subscribe one. We're getting close to that 900 subscriber mark, so that's, and also thank you to my patrons, inclusive of NotRandyN3wman, and also brajSF, Militime9458, and NegativeBen10 for supporting the channel. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next Toxic Cup video, I guess. Yeah, bye!